All right. Mr. Adam Nutter, the funniest motherfucker I know, is right here.
What's up, man?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Good. It's got a good lift in. Hit
Yeah.
a little 265 on the bench today for a
Yeah.
few. Pretty good.
Yeah. I might be able to do 120.
You can do more than 120 as a
Yeah.
as a grown man.
Pete Buttigieg kicks my ass.
Watching those dudes do like fake bench press, like benching like 100, and it drives me crazy. They're like, "We're men." I'm like, okay, sure. That video of what's his face, the Chinese spy fucker, doing the he was doing like
Oh yeah. Eric
135.
Swalwell.
Yeah, yeah,
Swalwell.
yeah.
Yeah.
Doing like 135, and I'm like, all right, dude.
I thought that was Buttigieg. Maybe it was Swalwell. Yeah, because
Yeah,
Benny Johnson did a video like responding to that where he was like lifting like twice the amount. So he was benching 270.
yeah.
And
That's
and
essentially what I did today.
Chris Cuomo was like, "Oh, I'm not impressed with your bench press game," and he was like, "Yeah, but I was doubling what Buttigieg did, or
mo-
or Sw-
mo-
or Swalwell.
Swalwell,
Maybe
yeah,
it
yeah.
was yeah."
Most dudes can't bench like their own body weight. It's like it's
I don't
crazy.
know if I could like, and I've talked to Kyle about this because he's like blue collar strength is different than
It is.
weightlifting strength,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's like you probably couldn't outwork me in any
For
way,
sure,
shape, or
couldn't.
form, but
Definitely
I
couldn't.
guarantee you I could not keep up with you in a gym.
Oh no, you definitely couldn't. You definitely could. You know, Kyle and I talk about that too. It's like even my buddy, he laid tile like his whole life until very recently. Now he's like a project manager of construction. But up until like
Right.
3 years ago, like he's working for his dad's laying tile, and he's strong as fuck, and he's not in shape at all. But he's like
Right.
strong as fuck. But like if
Yes.
we got to like a bench, he can't put up 265, but he could fucking
Right.
push me around if he had. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he's strong as shit. It's
Yeah.
just different strengths.
Yeah. If I get a hold of you, you're going to know I got a hold of you.
Yeah,
But,
exactly. Yeah.
other than that,
Exactly. That's also like at like not admirable is the word I'm looking for. Like it has its own advantages. Like having like blue collar, just straight strength that comes in handy more every day than like weightlifting strength does.
Right, right.
You know,
Well,
like moving shit
and
around
you
is
also
really
and also with blue collar strength, right? With work strength, you have stamina in your muscle. And
yes,
the problem that like because I'm a big UFC fan. One of the problems that like some of these bigger like more stocky guys with the bigger muscles like a Michael Chandler or Paulo
hmm
Costa have is their muscles like run out of like steam faster
yeah.
because of the amount of water it takes to keep them going, you
It's
know?
your cortisol and stuff too, and like
Right,
all
right,
that.
right, right,
It's like
right, right.
constantly pumping, and it's like it has no time to settle. Back when I mean years ago now. Back when I used to fight, I was also playing football at the same time, and I couldn't like again you're a UFC guy. You know, like if you walk around at 200, you're probably cutting to like 180, 170 around there. Like
Yeah, yeah.
because of
185,
football,
170,
I
something
couldn't
like that.
cut weight. I couldn't sacrifice the football weight for the fucking fight
So then
weight.
you're fighting guys that are like twice your
Yes.
size.
So I was fighting at light heavyweight at 205. So I'm
Oh,
getting punched by
Jesus.
like 270 pounders, and I'm like, this sucks.
Yes, and I've met you in person. You're not that much bigger than me.
No, I'm only 6 feet tall. But like, I was like more like obviously this is going back to when I was like 20, 21 years old. You know, I'm
Right.
38 now, so I was in better shape back then. Yeah, I'm still good shape now, but like,
Well, you can
you're
you can
younger.
still hang in there. I mean, there have been guys that have made professional careers by not cutting weight,
It's
but
crazy hard.
It's hard
I also
that
liked football
because you're
more.
fighting guys that are naturally bigger than you.
Yes,
They're
so I'm just
naturally
like,
bigger. They're naturally stronger. You
yeah,
might be faster. You're probably quicker, and maybe that gives you some sort of advantage. But geez, man, that's a big like if you look at like a 170 pounder going up against a 185er, you're like, that's night and day. These guys are like
yeah.
completely different. And if you look at a 155er next to a 185er, Jesus, it's like
Yeah,
two of them,
that's
you know?
like when you're like flyweight guys, you're like, oh, you're like a child. They're
Yes,
like
yeah,
so small.
like
Yeah,
because when I was in New Orleans just a few weeks ago with my son, uh, Dustin Poirier retired. He was lightweight.
yeah.
He was coming out of the 155 division. You put him next to Dricus Duplessis, Like Drinkus like eats him for
Yeah,
lunch. Like
I know. It's
like,
insane.
it's incredible.
There's this gym
I don't
right next to
understand how
my.
these guys cut that weight. I don't get it. I'm like,
It's. I
how
mean,
do you do it? Like,
I
there's what's his name? God, I can't think of his name. I'm gonna see his fucking face, and it's gonna drive me crazy. But he cut down to 185. Now he's fighting in the 205 division. He's cutting down from 246 to 205.
crazy.
That's insanity.
That's crazy. I mean, I trained with some guys who were like on the pro level, but like they're not in the UFC, but they're like, the low end pros. And they put themselves through hell for cutting. And I was like, yeah, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep playing
you
football.
You know what I should do is I should have you on with Kim Robinson. He fought K1.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Yeah, out of New Zealand. I should have y'all on together and we'll just
That's
do
fucking real deal
fight
shit.
breakdown. Yeah, we'll just do a fight breakdown, dude. Like we'll just fucking have a good time. He was a heavyweight at K1.
Jesus Christ. I mean, it was fun. It was a fun time. And like I still train to this day. Like I'll still like spar, but not like, I'm not going full. I can't anyway because of the fucking head trauma. So
Right.
I'm barely even punching. It's like, I'm just still trying.
Yeah, you're just sparring,
keep in shape
having
now.
a good time.
But there's this
Little
gym
soft
right next to
spar.
my house. Yeah. There's a gym next to my house. It's called the NAC, Newtown Athletic Center. And attached to the NAC is this place called MPI Fitness. And it's like Eddie Alvarez's like gig. So like Eddie Alvarez is there like all the time. Like he had DC down.
Eddie was a bad dude, man.
Bad motherfucker. Yeah. Yeah.
He was a
corner San Diego
155er.
number.
He probably walks around at 180.
He's obviously since he's not fighting now. Like when I see him, like he's bigger.
Dude, he was fighting in
Obviously, but, like, yeah.
BKFC. He was fighting in bare knuckle.
Yeah, that's
That's
Just
crazy.
just
Dude.
just retire, dude. You had a good run.
Dude, he was fucking rocking though. He was fucking I love Eddie. I
Eddie's the
love
man.
Eddie. Yeah. Yeah. Him and Frankie Edgar. I loved watching Frankie Edgar fight.
Frankie
Yeah.
Edgar was great. This is going back now. I used to love like Rich Franklin.
Dude.
Like those era guys.
Dude, when fucking Chuck Liddell walked himself into that knockout against Rich Franklin.
Dude, all-time knockout. Especially when he had his arm broken.
Yes.
And then he knocks him out with his unbroken arm and then hits him again with his broken arm as he's going
Yes.
down. I was like, that's fucking
Yeah.
badass.
Couture is my favorite fighter of all time, though.
He was a man. He
Couture was the man. The natural. Randy
Yeah,
Couture.
just so dominant.
Yes. Yeah, he was
Remember
a
when
badass.
he fought James Toney? Because James Toney
Yeah.
thought he's like,
Yes.
a joke. And then he
Yeah,
just ragdolled
he just
him.
took him down and just beat the shit out of him. Or when Cain Velasquez fought Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
And and everybody was saying Brock Lesnar is going to beat Cain Velasquez. And Daniel Cormier was the only commentator that was saying, no way. And fucking Cain Velasquez knocks out like Brock Lesnar. And everybody's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know?
Brock was a scary motherfucker, though. I mean,
He
Jesus
was.
Christ.
He was a scary looking dude.
Yeah.
He still is, man. He's still
Yeah.
wrestling. I heard he was back in the ring the other night.
Yeah, he
You
just
know?
got back into wrestling. Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
I don't watch wrestling, but like, yeah, you know, like, or remember when CM Punk came over? It was just a complete fucking burnout.
I mean, 2 years of training isn't enough to go fight in the UFC. It's like what did he think was going to happen? I mean, I don't feel bad for him, but like, it's just like, yeah, dude, you got like fucked up. Of course you did. Like, I don't know what you thought was going to happen.
Yes. Yeah. So, speaking of getting asses kicked, Big Balls got his ass beat.
Yeah, that was really him, right? Like I thought that was like a joke.
That was him, dude.
Really him. Yeah,
that was really
crazy.
him. Isn't that wild? He got fucked up, but he got fucked up for the right reason.
So what was he like defending?
He was
someone?
defending
Like, what was
some
the story?
girl. All right, so like these 12 guys were trying to hijack this chick's car, and he stepped in and fucking and was like, "Leave her the fuck alone," and got his ass handed to him. Got his ass beat,
God.
earning the name Big Balls.
Yeah.
Like
She has to-
1 versus 12. Go for it, brother. I got your back. Like you got big balls, bro. Like,
She
go
has to
for
suck
it.
his dick at least for something. Like that's crazy. Like give him something, dude. That's insane.
Yeah.
You can't do that for no pussy.
And they've only arrested 2 of those guys.
Wow, that's a straight like jump. That's like a straight jumping. Like
Yeah,
12
well, I
dudes
mean,
on one
that's
is
the
crazy.
shit. That's the shit that goes on in South Africa. You know,
Yeah. And
so
this happened in DC?
yeah, and
Crazy.
that's why. And so Trump is now talking about like federalizing the government of Washington D.C. and just taking control of the law enforcement there in DC because he's like, no, these 14-year-old kids that are involved in these gangs should be charged like adults.
Yeah, DC is a shithole. People don't realize that. Like, if you've never been to the area, like it is, like outside of all the political shit, like where all
Mm.
those are,
Yep.
immediately surrounding that is just ghettos and fucking projects. Like it's dog shit, DC.
And it's fucking crazy because it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
And you're like, because I used to drive through there all the time for work when I was driving over the road, right? So like I always enjoyed driving through Baltimore. Baltimore's gorgeous, man. It's a gorgeous city. Like the way that it's all set up over the water and everything, it's beautiful. And then you realize what the crime statistics are, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, yeah. Ever go to Camden Yards or whatever it's called now? I know it's not Camden, but like where the Orioles play.
No, no, not to deliver anything. I was always driving through that area to get to New York City.
Okay, it's a sick ballpark. Like it's not, but again, it's like in the middle of like just shit. Like
Yeah.
it's sad.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
the cities though are like that. Like name one nice major city in this country. You can't.
I love New Orleans. I still love New Orleans.
But it's like still crime ridden. It's not like it's fucking,
Really not that bad, dude. Like I said, I was just there a couple of weeks ago. We had a blast. Nobody fucked
Maybe I'm
with
thinking
it.
of Baton Rouge. Is Baton Rouge shitty?
Baton Rouge can be a little bit shitty.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of that. Like, I know. There's
That's
a big
where
New
that's where
Orleans city
LSU's at.
I mean,
It can get a little shitty.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I knew there's a big Louisiana town that's like just really bad in crime.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Lafayette is rural, impoverished, but the people are awesome.
Yeah.
You know,
I never been to New Orleans. I always wanted to go.
Baton Rouge. Well, a couple of years ago, I think New Orleans was the murder capital of the United States. A couple of years ago.
Okay, well, I was right.
Yeah, but I mean, it keeps getting overtaken by Baltimore and Detroit. Like, and it's like,
Yeah.
I was just there, and when you're in New Orleans, you walk everywhere. You
Right.
don't drive.
Right.
Like, I didn't have an issue. Nobody bothered me.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
me and my son were there for 2 days or 3 days. Like, we didn't have any problems. We were just walking around, and we weren't even in the tourist area. We were going all over the freaking city because I wanted to show them the city,
Right.
you know?
Right.
And so we didn't have any issues. Like, I don't know. I think maybe it also kind of depends on what kind of chemistry you're bringing to the situation.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess if you're looking for trouble, you're gonna find it for sure. But if you're just
Yeah,
going
I
to
mean,
have a good
if
time,
I go
you'll
up
be
into
right.
New York City, I can find trouble if I want to.
Easily, trust me. As a native New Yorker, I can tell you that
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
What do you make of the crime statistics nowadays? Because it seems like violent crime is on the rise, but petty crime is dropping. You're a former police officer. How do you read these statistics?
I guess if I was to put it like, let's just say I'm just gonna say New York City because it's all I know, right? As from
Right,
being a
right,
cop there. And I worked in Staten Island, so granted it wasn't like Brooklyn or the Bronx, but we had our own fair share of problems in Staten Island. I would say if I start seeing a rise of violent crime, but a loss in petty crime, I would say people are desperate for something.
Mm.
As in, we're like petty crime can't cut it anymore. So like, as opposed to just smashing something at nighttime and robbing, like a cash register. Now you're like, I need more money, or I need like something else to satisfy my whatever hole I'm trying to fill. That's how I would take it. But I mean, I'm no fucking crime analyst.
Because I was watching The Hill earlier, right? And they had Amber Duke was on there, and I can't think of that black chick's name that's on there. Every once in a while, I'm sorry, I can't remember her name, but so the black lady was saying like, well, I just moved here a couple of years ago, and it seems to me like looking at the statistics, crime's down. And Amber Duke said, yeah, crime on the whole is down, but violent crime is up
Right.
in New York City. So they're having more carjackings and stuff like that. They're not having so much liquor stores getting robbed. And it's like,
Yeah.
That has to tell us something.
I'm thinking it's like something along the lines of what I said. We're like, I can't get by on just stealing from a bodega, but if I sell this fucking car for parts, I'll get way more money out of it.
Right. So it's like
Yeah.
like what you see in South Africa. In South Africa, they have like high carjackings.
Right.
Like that's
Yeah.
like the major
It's like
crime.
the biggest thing there. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I also though, and let's be honest, like New York is cucked, you know, so like especially when it comes to law enforcement, like they don't really let you do. I mean, back when I was on, it wasn't as bad as it is now, but we were still kind of limited to what we could and couldn't do. You know, I mean, I definitely got away with way more shit. But now I hear guys are just like, we can't do anything. Like they don't even want us putting certain things on reports anymore, like shit like that. So I'm sure if you went out there and let's say you targeted the wrong demographic to New York City, they're gonna be like, oh nope, everything's fine. And you're like, I'll tell you something about the NYPD. So there's something called CompStat, and every quarter or every like twice a year, I forgot what it was, but every CO of every precinct and every like division in New York City would go down to Manhattan, I think to the police academy or around there. I forgot where exactly. And like the commissioner and like all these chiefs and stuff would sit on these meetings and they would go over every single precinct's crime stats. And these are all grown men. So let's keep this in mind, right? And they're yelling, like full blown yelling at these COs like they're children. And that makes everybody be like, well, I'm just going to fudge the numbers then because I'm not dealing with this shit. So it's like, in theory, CompStat's a good idea. Kind of like communism, right? In theory, it's a good idea. But like when it doesn't work. Like,
on paper.
All these guys are like afraid of like being honest. So they start hiding numbers or start like pushing shit around and pushing blame on other precincts and stuff. And it's just a clusterfuck. Also, these fucking chiefs shouldn't be cunts yelling at the seat trying to just do the right thing and be like, hey, we have a problem with this. Instead of being like, oh, how do we work on that? They're like, what are you fucking incompetent? It's like that type of shit. Like cops never, this is only like higher ups and shit. But I've heard like horror stories from them. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's going to make you fudge the numbers and make your police department shitty. Like, obviously. Like, it's not a good idea to do that.
What do you make of the, of Mom Donnie? Have y'all talked about this on y'all's podcast?
We did a little bit. Yeah. I think Kyle put it good. He's like, he's a retard, but he's like, believes in his retardation. Like, he's not like, I don't think he's being like manipulated into saying these things. I think he truly believes them, but he's just a dumb commie. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Is that just where we're at today, where it's just like, I don't care what your ideology is as long as you're authentic?
That seems to be the case. I mean, I'm still going to be like, no, that guy's retarded and he's a commie and shouldn't be elected mayor of New York City. But like, he will be for sure.
But,
I'll put money on it.
We're fucking retards for fucking news and shit like that. That's what we do.
That's true.
Like, most people don't pay attention to news the way we do.
True. That is true. That's very true. Yeah. I mean, my wife's the perfect example of that. Like, she's conservative and, you know, lenient and all that, but like, she doesn't like, let's just say she doesn't get it like we do. You know what I'm saying? I have to like break things down for her sometimes. Be like, no, you're not getting it really though. And then she'll be like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, you're just in the normal zeitgeist of like what's going on in the news. And like, you gotta understand more. But I think Madani, whatever the fuck his name is, yeah, I think he'll win. And I think New York City will just get worse. But like, also, fuck them. Like, they keep voting for the same shit. Also, New York City has like 0 white people in it. Outside of Staten Island, it's like the least white place to be. So they're going to see a brown African Indian guy who's a commie, who's left leaning, and be like, mayor, right? Because who's voting for him? Well, all the people I just mentioned, except for the white people. All the white Italians, Irish that are left in New York City be like, I'm going to vote for the other guy. And they're going to lose by 1,000 kajillion%. And it's like, you got to get the fuck out of New York City. Like, I've been out there for over 10 years. My parents have been out there for over like 3 years now. And like, they live in Jersey, which isn't much better, but it's a lot better than fucking New York City. You know, so it's like, they keep voting themselves.
It depends on what part of New Jersey.
Not a major.
Newark is a shit.
No, not a major city. They live in like fucking Monroe Township, like Lakewood over there somewhere, like by the Navy base. Yeah, so it's like fine.
Southern New Jersey is gorgeous. It's one of the
most
beautiful
beautiful places. New
places.
Jersey is more like New York City and Philadelphia.
Right.
Southern New Jersey, yeah.
Southern New Jersey is beautiful. So, all right, that wasn't even on the list of things I wanted to ask you about, but I feel like you have some roots there in New York City.
Yeah.
Like, you know, do you know anybody that's still there that has any opinion on what's going on with the mayorship?
Well, all the cousins I still have who are there are all just right leaning Italians like me. So they're all like, fuck this guy. You know what I'm saying? So like everyone's gonna be on our side on that one. So
they're like, how do we get Trump to be the mayor? Yeah, so they always lose. They're just used to losing, so they're just staying home. There's like
100%.
Right.
If you look at the 5 boroughs, though, Staten Island's the only one that voted for Trump. Like, the majority, because it's still the most like conservative. Because again, it's all like white, Irish, Italian dudes, like blue collar. Like everyone in Staten Island's like a cop, fireman, sanitation worker, teacher. Like it's all and they're also outside teacher, mainly right leaning ideologies, even though they work for the city. So it's like
all right. So when I used to deliver up there, my favorite places to go were Staten Island and Long Island. I loved it. The people in Staten Island and Long Island are the most like the people I grew up around.
Yeah, we're all even though Long Island is like a good drive from Staten Island, as you know, it's good like 2-3 hours from Staten. But it's like we're the same type of people. It's like again, Italian, Irish, Catholic, Christian, like city worker. It's like the same mentality. So you're not getting that inner city liberal white or just inner city minority where they just don't give a fuck about anything. It's like it's the same people.
And the people in reality, the people I met in Newark were great people too.
Really?
I used to run a route that was from O'Hare Airport to the Newark the airport in Newark. I don't remember what the name of the airport.
Newark Airport.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So I used to the company I was working for had a contract with FedEx. And so I would run FedEx trailers from O'Hare to Newark. And all the security guards, everybody that worked there at the airport that I dealt with were the coolest people in the world.
Because most of them probably aren't from Newark. If they're working at the airport, they're probably from the surrounding towns.
I don't know. They were black enough to be from Newark.
Oh, then maybe I'm wrong.
one of the girls there kept trying to take me out on a date. She was as black as your shirt. She was trying to get me to go out on a date with her. She was hilarious.
Take me out of this hellhole, Daddy.
Yes, that's exactly it. It's like, let me just roll with you for a while, just a couple of weeks. I'll leave you alone once we get on the other side of North Dakota.
Yeah. You can drop me off. Dude, Newark Airport used to be like a hidden gem, and then over the last 25 years, everybody kind of figured out about it. Now it's a shithole like every other airport. Like it used to be so good to go to. Yeah, back when I was younger, it was the shit, and now it's just like an overrun shithole like everything else.
No shit.
Yeah. Bummer. Yeah. That whole place is just fun. I'm telling you, everything over there sucks.
So, like I just told you, my son and I went to New Orleans to watch fights down in New Orleans. Last year, he went and stayed in Manhattan for a week, and they were watching the fights in Newark at one of the stadiums there in Newark. And so he was staying in Manhattan. And he was like, "Dad, it was so cool." And I was like, there's nothing cool about New York. Like, I don't care. CBGB's doesn't exist anymore. I don't want anything.
Yeah, that's right. It closed down. Yeah. It's a bummer because, like, again, like, especially like all my sports teams. I'm a New York sports fan, right? So, like, even if I want to go to a Rangers game, it's like I don't want to fucking go to MSG, dude. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to take the train. And then, last time I was at a Ranger game at MSG was like 2 years ago. And of course, I get off with my wife at the escalator because, like, Penn Station, it's right under MSG. So you take the train right to Penn, and you just walk up the stairs, and you're in MSG, which is very convenient. Yes. But as we're going up the escalator, this is the homeless guy just jerking off. I'm like, yeah, that's about right. That's New York. That's my home. Yeah, it's like I don't want to go see that. I don't want my wife to fucking be inundated by a fucking fat black guy jerking off in the escalator. You know, it's like I'm like, close your eyes, just keep going. You know, it's
just like, pretend mine's bigger. Pretend mine's bigger.
It's just like it's so annoying. So like I can't go to Yankee games, too fucking far from me. Like it's only in the Bronx, and that's a shit. But even when I was in Staten Island, going to the Bronx was a fucking nightmare. You know, it's like everything's hard to get to, so I just have to watch from afar. It's like that sucks. And even if I want to take the drive, I don't want to go to the fucking Bronx. It's a shithole. Especially where Yankee Stadium is. It's not nice. It's a nice area of the Bronx. It's a shithole part of the Bronx, you know? It's like I don't want to fucking go park my car, drive for 4 hours. That's how long it's gonna take with traffic. It's like it's unlivable. New York City is unlivable. It really is.
Right. There's a guy, he's a fighter in the UFC. His name's shit, I can't think of his last name. His first name's Jared. Anyway, he was talking about he had fought on the main card at MSG a couple of years ago. And he said, you know how fucking wild it is that I'm here fighting at MSG because just last year I was an addict shooting heroin in the subway below MSG. I was like, that's fucking crazy.
That is crazy. I don't know if you remember this. Back in the 98 World Series, Yankees played the Braves. It was 96 or 98. One of those two. They played in both years. And John Rocker was the closer for the Braves at that time.
Yeah, I remember John Rocker.
John Rocker was like, fucking New York City sucks. It's full of foreigners. And as a kid, because, you know, I'm a Yankee fan, I'm like, fuck John Rocker. Man, was he right. I owe so many apologies to John Rocker as an
adult.
Dude,
that fucking, oh, no, that wasn't the Braves. That was the Cardinals I'm thinking of. Albert Pujols.
That Cardinals, yeah.
Oh, God. That dude was a monster. He destroyed Brad Lidge's career.
Yeah.
Like he took him yard in like, what was it? Game 6, 9th inning, and freaking took him yard, and fucking Brad Lidge never recovered.
Never recovered. Closers are a weird like breed of.
Dude, that's got to be such a mind fuck. Remember
Eric Gagne?
Yes.
Remember he had his save streak. It was like 80-something games, and then he blew one game, and then literally never recovered from that one game. He blew crazy.
That's like Tony Ferguson from the UFC.
Yes.
Right? Remember Tony Ferguson?
Yes.
He won 12 in a row, and then he lost 12 in a row.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's almost impossible, honestly.
It's fucking insanity.
It's insane.
And it breaks your heart because you're like, I know how good this guy is if his confidence is there. If he's there mentally, this dude is unstoppable.
Yeah.
But once you break that mental barrier, man, once that's gone, it's over.
Like, especially when it comes to sports, and everything, but especially sports, I appreciate greatness. I'm a former athlete. I play football. Dude,
I was just talking about this the other day on one of my podcasts. I was like, it's an American. I don't know if it's an American thing or it's just a human thing. We love greatness. Like we love Jordan hitting the game-winning shot, Game 6, of the fucking finals. Like we love that shit. And no matter like that person's personality or attitude, we love to see how that work out. You know, yes.
Everyone when Tom Brady was playing, was like, fuck Tom Brady. I'm like, Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback to ever live. You understand that? You were witnessing a freak athlete.
Bullshit. Archie Manning is.
Hey, I'm an Eli Manning guy, right? It's my team. But like, it's like you're watching 1% of the 1% perform for 20 years, and you're like, fuck Tom Brady. You're retarded. Now, granted, stupid. I'm a Giants fan, and we beat him twice, so I don't have any hatred towards him. But like, and I also get like, if he's like, if you were like an AFC East fan, like the Bills, you'd be like, fucking Tom Brady every year. I'm like, I get that, but you still could separate that. Be like, I hate playing him, but damn, is he fucking
Michael Irvin had the best quote on what you're talking about right now, and he was like, whenever we were playing in Philadelphia, and I can't remember the name of the cornerback. They grabbed him by the horse collar and pulled him down. This is when they changed the horse collar rule, right?
Oh, this was with T.O.
Yeah.
T.O. broke his leg.
No. Michael Irvin.
The horse collar rule was way after that.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure it was T.O. T.O. broke his leg.
Maybe it was. Maybe that was T.O. I don't know. They're black. They look the same. No.
Fair.
No, maybe it was T.O., but I was thinking it was Michael Irvin. But
I'm pretty sure it was T.O.
But he was like, when they booed, the whole stadium was cheering for him getting his leg broken.
Yeah.
He was like, I understood why. It didn't hurt my feelings. I got it.
Right.
And like, that's the sportsmanship. Like this is why I don't watch football anymore, because it's not the same game. Like the the mentality of the players isn't the same, right?
The rules are so different. Like
Well, the rules are different and all that, but the mentality of the players, you don't see
I agree.
Walter Payton
Yeah.
turning around, running back 20 yards
No more
just
Barry
to get
Sanders.
an extra hit on a linebacker.
Yeah,
or
I know.
Jim McMahon getting in the face of a defensive end. You know, like you don't have that anymore. Like, and it's just like,
true.
It's like, who are these people? Like, that's why people liked like Brett Favre. Tom Brady would get in the face of guys. He didn't give a shit. Who was the guy who
Philip Rivers
Roethlisberger is who I was thinking about. Yeah.
Little rapey, but yeah.
Yeah, he made Brett Favre was a little rapey too.
Brett Favre also was a little rapey.
Separate the art from the artist.
Yeah, you have to.
Like, but it's like there's something completely wrong with the culture and the way that these guys enter into sports. They enter into sports in such a way that it's like, I don't want to watch these guys. And this is happening in the UFC too. If you're watching the UFC nowadays, I keep saying it. I'm like, these new guys coming up are going to chase away the old fans. Because we grew up watching Randy Couture. We were watching Chuck Liddell, Rich Franklin. We were watching these guys as we were coming up, as like we were like growing up. And it's like, we look at the guys nowadays and you're like, why are you turning down fights? My favorite fighters.
Super gay.
Like, Nate Diaz never turned down a fucking fight.
Never, literally one time in his life. Well, I think a lot of it.
You can think whatever you want to think about Jake Shields' freaking political commentary, but Jake Shields beat Dan Henderson. Like,
facts.
I don't give a fuck.
Facts. Yeah. I think because like the football thing, the MMA thing, everyone's looking just to get a bag now. Like they're not. A lot of guys aren't in it for the sport. They're like, I can make money doing this.
Yeah.
So when you have like guys like in our generation playing football, they'd be like, yeah, I'm making money, but I also want to fucking kill that guy across from me. Now it's like I just really kind of want to make money. I don't really give a fuck if I kill that guy or not. Like it's all about them. It's like they don't care. Like my favorite football player growing up was John Lynch. John Lynch used to punish motherfuckers coming over the middle of the field.
I loved watching Bill Bates.
Yeah,
especially on special teams.
Throw their body Bill Bates, as a human being. It's like
you can't. I don't know. I haven't watched football in quite a long time, but from what I understand, they changed the rules on special teams. You can't get ahead. You can't get a start from the freaking like goal line.
They start 10 yards from each other, the offense and defense, on like the 40, I think, or the 30, and then the kicker just kicks it from where he always kicked it from, and it has to land within the 20 yards of the end zone, or the ball.
Remember when Bill Bates used to kill people on special teams?
Yeah.
Like, or
you had guys can make their career
Ronnie
off
Lott,
special teams.
Dude,
Ronnie Lott, beast.
Dude,
cut his
Ronnie
pinky off playing
was
the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Yeah. He's like, just cut it off. That's
just
awesome.
Cut it off. Yeah.
No one's gonna do that shit anymore.
Yeah. Go get the dikes out of the fucking garage. You know, like fucking snip that bitch off. Like, we're gonna play the Super Bowl. Yeah, man. Like, where are these players? Like, just the other day, Donald Trump did some sports thing there at the White House where he was announcing the presidential athletic. I don't remember.
Oh, right. They had Triple H over there and stuff like that.
They had Lawrence Taylor there, dude.
Yeah, LT was
I was
there,
like, LT. Yeah, fucking crackhead. You know,
best defensive player of all time.
All time. Yes. JJ Watt, eat your heart out. LT would kick your ass all day long.
Yeah, as good as JJ Watt was, and he was. LT was just a fucking force.
LT was just he was the one who created the left end.
Yes.
Like, that
much.
didn't exist before Lawrence Taylor, right?
No, like that. He's like the first player where offenses had to like be like actually make game plans for Lawrence Taylor.
For him.
Yeah, like defensive players were never really usually.
We gotta pull guards.
Yeah. 3 guys block that one guy. It's fucking crazy, dude. Yeah. You're not gonna see that anymore. It's very rare.
Mike Singletary. Mike Singletary, as soft spoken as he was with his little glasses on.
Beast.
Once that motherfucker got on that field, I mean, you can tell, like, the people I'm bringing up, I love the 85 Bears. Like, the 85 Bears.
they were great. One of the best defensive of all time.
probably one of the best teams of all time. You know,
Yeah.
you put them up. I would have loved to see it, the chance to see like the 85 Bears play the 72 Dolphins.
I know. I know. I think about that stuff all the
That
time.
would
Like,
have
if you
been
could
a
take time machine
fucking
and
game,
figure
dude.
it out. That would have been a game.
remember we had on the old Madden games, you could do that. You can match up
Yes.
the
Yeah.
old
Yeah. 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 Oh, yep. Yep. Yeah, like Terry Bradshaw throwing a lip
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You could have like freaking Refrigerator Perry killing Larry Zonka.
Yeah. I think some of the best defenses in the last few decades were the 02 Bucks, the 2000 Ravens, the 85 Bears.
2000 Ravens were great. Ray Lewis.
I mean,
Ray
that's
Lewis
a bummer
was
because they beat the Giants in the Super Bowl that year, and I was like, we have no chance beating
Yeah.
this team.
Ray Lewis was something. Who was that safety that played for them that was so good?
Ed Reed, he was the year after that.
Reed, yes.
He came out of Miami 2001. So he didn't win the Super Bowl with that team. He won the Super Bowl with the second Ravens when they beat the 49ers. Yeah.
But he was really
Amazing.
good.
Oh,
Really
best,
good.
he's probably the best overall safety of all time. Again, I'm a John Lynch guy, but Ed Reed was just a phenomenal athlete. Like his ball skills was crazy.
Yeah, well, Lynch was a different type of tough.
Yeah,
like,
just
that,
dude.
and I think that's what we're talking about. It's like a different type of tough.
Toughness.
It's like
Yeah.
not only like tough physically, you're tough mentally, and it's
100%.
just incredible. Let's shift to Sydney Sweeney because y'all did an episode on this. I only caught part of y'all's episode because I go to bed early whenever I have to work the next day. But you had some things to say about Sydney Sweeney. I caught you're all short where you're freaking going off on people. So what was it? It's still in the news today, dude.
It is.
I was scrolling through and Megyn Kelly is still talking about Sydney Sweeney today. Yesterday, Chris Cuomo was talking about her. I'm like, why is this still a thing? She's just a hot chick in jeans. Like this was never a big deal when I was growing up.
Because
this is so weird.
Nazi code everything. That's why. So everything to them is eugenics or like Nazism or fascism. It's like because they're retarded.
The amount of people I heard say that Sydney Sweeney was a eugenicist, I'm like, yes, the same people that are like fans of Margaret Sanger and Darwin are
right.
Like...
Right, exactly. Well, here's the thing too: is like I don't know if you saw her. She was over at Tarrant Tactical, I think, out in California, the gun range like that where Keanu Reeves like trained for like they're like a celebrity gun range essentially, where they like Keanu Reeves like did all his John Wick training there and stuff like that. She was there shooting guns the other day.
Is this where Baldwin learned how to shoot?
No, if he did, he wouldn't have killed that bitch. And then they found out she was a registered Republican in Florida, Sydney Sweeney. So now they're jumping on that. It's like, oh, the pretty blonde, blue-eyed actress with giant tits is a right winger. No kidding. Of course,
she has great.
Like, yeah,
she has great tits, and she loves to show them off.
I'm like, of course she is. She's not in the fucking cult. That's why she just shuts the fuck up, right? Like, that's how you survive in Hollywood. Like Chris Pratt, like he came out recently. He's like, oh, I believe in God. I'm Christian. They were like, fucking racist, and it's like, you know, it's like you just if you're a right winger in Hollywood.
Who is that? Who's Chris Pratt?
Chris Pratt's what's Peter Quill from Guardians of the Galaxy? He's Star Lord.
Oh, I never Marvel. Saw it. Okay.
He's a lot of shit. You know Chris Pratt. Ever see Parks and Rec?
No.
The show? God damn it.
Dude, I haven't watched like news shows in a long time.
It's not new. The show's been off the air for years.
Oh no, but I'm saying the last news show I watched was Breaking Bad.
Okay. Was it out at the same time as Breaking Bad? Maybe at the same time as Breaking Bad. I don't remember. It's shitty. But you'll know Chris Pratt if you see him, though. My point is,
if I see him,
like,
maybe. Yeah. Okay.
He's like a major Hollywood actor. Like let's put it that way. Like he's huge. And him, Sydney, I think isn't Kurt Russell? I think like a conservative too. Like
I don't know about Kurt Russell.
Clint Eastwood is for sure though.
Clint Eastwood.
So there's all these guys that like unless you make a certain like. Clint Eastwood gets a pass because he's been around forever.
What's the guy that was what's the other guy? They give him a hard time. He's on conservative shows every once in a while. I can see his face, but I can't think of his name.
Oh, the blonde guy, Neil McDonough.
Yes,
yeah. He got ran out of Hollywood because like I don't want to kiss another woman on camera because I'm married, and they were like fucking fag, and it's like the guy has a good point. Like, what's wrong with that? Just fucking don't watch the big but like it's dumb. And the only reason she's successful is because she just shuts the fuck up about it, right? So she's like, I'm just not going to address this. I'll just believe what I believe, and I'll just fucking be in movies and be
well,
hot.
and then American Eagle comes out with a statement that says something like,
They kind of doubled down, honestly.
they were like, it's objective, like, and the word objective, I think, is a Nazi freaking code word as far as the left is concerned.
Yeah.
If you use the word objective, you're automatically a Nazi.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, objectively, Sydney Sweeney has nice jeans, and it doesn't matter what you look like. A good pair of jeans will look good on you.
Right.
And I was like, okay, yeah, cool. Like,
I don't know if you saw.
I don't get the hysteria, but I got what your point was. It's like we're winning the culture again.
Yes,
It's almost like the 90s like has clashed with woke.
Yes. So hopefully the 90s is coming back, or in the 80s, like I said on Fight Till Midnight. I was like,
Dude, if I find another Alice in Chains, I'll be happy as fuck.
Yeah, that'd be sick. But it's like again, it's like how many years do I have to see some fucking fat genderqueer,
right,
fucking so black, whatever the fuck on an ad where like, this isn't.
Did you see the American Eagle ad before the Sydney Sweeney ad? The one they did right before Sydney Sweeney? It was a flat black chick.
Of course it was.
And
he doesn't have good jeans.
You know what? I had never heard of American Eagle jeans until Sydney Sweeney wore.
Really? I mean, they've been around for a while.
Never. I've seen the store in malls.
Yeah.
But I didn't know they were known for jeans. Like
that's like their thing. I mean, it's pretty
Levi's, who has Beyonce.
Right. Which that's funny too, because they released a ad with her right after the Sydney Sweeney thing.
Right.
And Beyonce, first of all, is dyeing her skin to be essentially white. She was in blonde hair. I'm like, you're just trying to be white. You're just trying to be Sydney Sweeney.
Okay, Michael Jackson.
That shit works. Yeah, exactly. It's like that shit works, dude. Like people, especially like talk about this on Fight Till Midnight too. Like the Zoomer generation, they seem to be pretty lean conservative.
Yeah.
And they're just like, we want hot chicks and ads again.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, because like I'm a millennial, and my generation, I would say, is 3/4 liberal.
Yeah, and I'm Gen X. We're all anarchists.
So like,
so.
Yeah. It's like, so it's like my generation is now fucking it up, because now we're the ones who are kind of in charge of shit, because we're all like 45 to like 30 around whatever it is, right? Like so.
Right.
Now we're becoming like, I'm 30, I'll be 39 this year. So now we're becoming like ad execs and all of these shit that make decisions for things that we're all like, well, that's like kind of offensive. So like we have to put in this disabled trans fucking black person. And we're like, who's this for? The 0.000000001% this applies to? Like put the hot blonde chick there.
Well, and here's where Gen X has always had like some sort of a culpability, and I think it was like we didn't really understand, so we would look at what was going on and we would roll our eyes and just go on about our business.
Who cares, right?
We didn't give a shit what our parents said. We were latchkey kids, right? Like we didn't give a fuck, like we're like, all right, we're just gonna go play ball with our friends and we're just gonna hang out and drink beer, and like that's what we do, and like I don't give a shit.
You guys are kind of like the forgotten generation between all the ones, like between boomers.
Really, we are like none of us ran for office. Like none of us ran for office. None of us.
Right.
We were always like, fuck government, fuck everything. We're gonna go do our own thing, and we just did our own shit. And then we look up, and politics matters, and we're like,
what the fuck
politics
happened?
Matter? Yeah, it really was like that. It really was. It was like
your generation
in 2018. When I started my podcast in 2018, it was because I looked up and go, "What the fuck?" It was like this shit never mattered. It never mattered growing up, and now suddenly it's overtaking us, and we're like, "No, fuck you. We just want to live our lives the same way we've always been living our lives." If you would have left us alone, we wouldn't even have fucking said a word.
Right. Yeah. I think because now it's like boomers and millennials are all the ones being like elected into things. And like you guys are just like left out of the mix because like you're like, oh, fuck, it passed us by. Now we're fucked. And it's like now you're like, well, what happened? And we're like, yeah, well, you didn't pay attention, and now look what's
Yeah,
going on.
yeah. We just were not paying attention at all. It was like that's why I said we're all anarchists, is because we were all just doing our own shit. It's
Yeah,
not like ideologically we're anarchists. We were just all doing our own shit. That's how we had always lived, just doing
right.
our own shit. You know, I remember running around as a kid. My parents weren't home. They're at work. I'm running around as a kid and I get my Achilles tendon like freaking cut open. And I limp my way to my friend's house because I know my friend's mom's home. Like my parents weren't going to be home for hours. Like
Right.
I was like centimeters away from being crippled. You know,
And
like,
I'm an elder millennial. I was born 86, right? So like my age range, we were still like pretty independent and like we're not like, our parents weren't like helicopter parenting as much. But then like the younger millennials, like they're just different. They're the ones who are like super left leaning and
right.
like, that's them. And I'm like,
What it's
fuck, man.
wild. It's wild because I raised my kids the way I was raised. So I was like, get out. We'll call you
Same.
when
My parents
dinner's
kicked me out
ready.
all. I mean, not kicked me
Yeah.
out. But you know what I'm saying? They were like, "Go play, you fucking
Go
loser."
play.
Like, all right.
We'll call you when dinner's ready. Like,
Right, yeah.
fuck it.
Back by
Get out of
nighttime.
the fucking
Like, all right.
house. You know,
100%.
like
I grew up, yeah.
And so it's just weird. Like I'm looking around, I'm like, who are these people? Like, what is happening? Like
Yeah.
I remember listening to like morning radio back in the early 2000s, and they're talking about helicopter parenting, but I always thought it was a joke. I was like, yeah, most parents aren't like that. And then suddenly it's like everybody's like that. It's like so
Yeah.
weird.
Well, what's that book, The Coddling of the American Mind, or whatever?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
where which I didn't. I one of those parallel thoughts where like I said something and someone's like, "That's what's in that book." It's like, fuck, I never read the book though. But it's the helicopter parenting thing fucked up kids because they never learned to figure it out on their own. It was
Right.
always like, tell a teacher, tell an authority figure, don't
Yes.
address your issues, as opposed to like, again, the older millennials they were just like, yeah, man, oh, you have a problem with the kid in the street, fight him or shut the fuck up. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
right.
fucking figuring it out for you. And you're like, oh, okay. But like the younger millennials, they were like, Mom, Dad, I need a problem fixed. And they're like, okay, sweetie, let me go yell at your teacher. My mom and dad would be like, whatever teacher said is right. Don't be a fucking retard. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like they
Right.
weren't out for me. Like, you know?
Yeah, no, I remember one time I must have been, we were living in Houston. We were at Keith Harrow Apartments off of Keith Harrow Boulevard. I don't remember how old I was. I want to say I was like 12. 'Cause I was in like seventh grade. So I think I was like 12. And we're out playing baseball. And my buddy was a catcher and he was too close to the plate. So when dude swung, he come around, strike, but the bat came around and hit my buddy right in the eye.
Yep.
Split his eye wide open. And I remember like we all just grabbed him and we walked him to his house. His parents weren't home, so we called the ambulance ourselves and we're like, hey, you got to come get this dude. He's going to need stitches. You know, like split his face wide open. And the ambulance comes and then like I go home and my mom looks at her watch and she's like, you're home early. And I'm like, oh yeah, such and such got hit in the face with a baseball bat. And so like, we can't play baseball now because we're like short one person.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it was
Just
just
like, okay, whatever. Like,
yeah, it was like, all right, like, all good.
Yeah.
Is he going to be okay? Yeah, he's all right. We called the ambulance. He's going to be okay. You know, they came
Yeah.
and picked him up. You know,
That's like when you
and it was
see-
like there was this independence that we all had growing up that
Yes.
it's like a lot of kids don't have today.
And like you'll see that like people are like, I wish we could like go back to the 50s and 60s and stuff like that. And then you have again all these leftists being like, oh wow, so like everyone, like all the women stayed at home and like care for the family. Yes. That's exactly what yes. Like feminism ruined women. Like it ruined them. Like my favorite thing is jobs for women is just Jewish daycare.
I remember seeing in the late 90s, early 2000s that Arkansas still had a law that you could beat your wife as long as you brought her to the steps of the Capitol.
That's so funny. There's so many dudes just be like, "Come on, bitch!" Pulling out of the car and just slapping her around,
Just drag her by her hair up to the
like caveman style. Like, no, it's cool. It's cool. I can do it here.
you know. But it's just so fucking crazy, man. The way that like the that the world is acting towards things. I'm looking at it and I'm going, this is why when y'all brought up the Sydney Sweeney thing on your show, I should have known, because I know that y'all do typically cover like pretty predominant cultural issues, but
Yeah.
you know me, I don't interact on X at all. So I have no idea what the hell is going on. So it's like when y'all do certain shows, I'm like, oh, this is just an X issue. And then here we are like a month later, it's still going on. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. We try to hit on like cultural shit that matters, not just like X drama. I mean, sometimes we probably do when we get bored, but like we try to like we knew the Sydney Sweeney thing was gonna be like a big deal, because you could tell, like, go on TikTok and there was like a cajillion leftist, everyone with the septum piercing, which by the way, that theory is undefeated. The septum piercing theory, where it's like you have septum piercing, you're a fucking leftist who has no children and has 1,000
No
cats.
shit. I'm glad I got rid of mine.
It's like, it's like because all of the videos of them bitching at Sydney Sweeney was just ugly women who were either out of shape, short haircuts, dyed, septum piercing, 1,000 piercings, tattoos, no dad in the picture, just being like, "This is a Nazi propaganda ad." I'm like, good. Like, good.
Yeah,
good.
Dude,
I'm glad you're upset.
I had my labret, my septum. I was
that's your generation. That didn't matter, but now that's a dog whistle.
It's a signal. Yeah,
it's a signal. You're like, oh, you don't have a dad. Like, that's what it is. Like, how's that going for you? How is not having dad and dating black men going for you?
Wild. Great? I have not even noticed that. I noticed the eyes.
Yeah.
That's what I always look for. The eyes. They're always like, what's that chick's name that writes on tech, dude? She's all wild. Like, I can't.
There's a shit ton of them. But they all have the same exact like physiognomy. Like, just shitty haircut, ugly, out of shape. No one wants to fuck them. And if they do, they fuck black guys. And then, like, they all have, like, a single... By the way, that's another funny thing,
Black guys will fuck anything.
They will fuck anything. I had an argument with a black guy the other day, and he's like, no, we won't. I go, yeah, you do. I go, yeah, you do.
If it's got 2 legs, you're on it.
Yeah, I'm like, you're fucking it. He's like, everyone does that. I go, not like you guys, though. Like, you guys are the king of the hill.
But you know what? There's no more homophobic people than black people.
It's true. That's 100%
the most
true.
Homophobic motherfuckers in the world.
Which is very basic of
them. Nope, I ain't doing it.
Yeah, any of that trans stuff, the gay shit, they're like, yeah, I'll kill you. Like, I'll kill you. I will kill you right now. Yeah, it's just like, it's the same people over and over and over again. And you're like, yeah, I know you don't have a family. Like, I know you don't have kids. I know you'll die alone. Like, I got it. Like, you don't have to tell me with your shitty takes. I understand from looking at you. You fit every mold. It's crazy.
That's true, man. It's true. It's you, Taylor Lorenz. That's the one I was thinking about.
Oh, Taylor Lorenz. Yeah, well,
she's got the freaking.
She has liberal, crazy woman eyes,
dude. She's got goblin eyes.
What's the acronym? Awful, affluent, white female liberals.
Yes,
she's an awful. That's what she is.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what she is. If I play a game with my wife, it always makes her laugh. We'll be like at Target or Marshalls or something like that, and you'll see this very obviously leftist woman like in the store, like, just again, all 1,000 tattoos, like just
looking for chest binders,
septum piercing. And I go, hey, you think she voted for Trump? And she always laughs. It's like, you just tell, dude. It's crazy. Like,
it's wild. It's so obvious whenever,
it's so obvious,
like when you run across them. All right, so we had did you hear about the subpoenas that came down for about the Epstein files?
Nothing's gonna happen. I mean, obviously, but
I don't think much gonna happen. But I think it's interesting that. All right, so I'm looking at the article here. The House committee investigating the Jeffrey Epstein case issued subpoenas Tuesday. Former President Bill Clinton, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, several top former Justice Department officials for their testimony. The House Oversight Committee announced it had sent out the deposition subpoenas to the Clintons, former Attorneys General Loretta Lynch, Eric Holder, William Barr, Merrick Garland, Jeff Sessions, and Alberto Gonzalez, and former FBI directors James Comey and Robert Mueller. Now, what I found so interesting about this is it didn't discriminate by party.
Right.
You had Republicans mixed in there too. You had Jeff Sessions in there. Yes.
Anybody who is on an island with children should be dealt with accordingly. I don't want to get you mad. So
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
say
it's
what
like
the fuck you want.
So it's like,
you know how many times YouTube has like kicked off one of my freaking podcasts, and I just keep doing the same shit. I'm just like, nope. I'm not gonna stop, motherfuckers.
It's crazy. People take a political stance with this too. Like leftists will be like, "Well, Trump's on." I go, "Okay, if he is, then deal with that too." Like, what do you
fucking
think?
Lock his ass up.
Like, yeah, what do you mean? Like, I also like the idea of like, well, if the Clintons are in it, like Trump's in it, and like they both clearly can't be on it. I go, yeah, they can. They can all be on it. What are you talking about?
Yes, they used to hang out back in the day.
Yeah, exactly. What are we talking about? It's a terrible logic. I don't give a fuck. Like when it comes to protecting children, anybody who does it, right to the dogs, dude. Right to the wood chipper. Like I don't give a fuck what you align with politically or not. Like who cares? It shouldn't matter.
Right, so here's what I think. Here's what I think is going to happen. We're going to find out that between Prince Andrew, Jean-Luc Brunel, Jeffrey Epstein, those were the only three that were molesting children.
Right. Everybody else is just there to hang. They're there for the vibes.
Nope. Everything else, all the others, financial crimes.
But nothing will happen to that. They won't prosecute a single person. Here's
Probably
who they
not.
might like.
I do not think anybody's getting prosecuted. No.
Your idea for the Prince Andrew thing is smart because he's English and they're not going to be able to get him from here. They'll be like, "Oh, we would, but England won't expedite him."
Yeah, but damn. Jimmy Savile already died. Like, what are you going to
do? They're just going to use that as an excuse because he's like, "Well, he's a foreign asset. We can't go over there and get him."
All right. So, do you know the Jean-Luc Brunel case?
Yeah, I know a little bit about it.
All right. So Jean-Luc Brunel was, for those that don't know, he was a guy that he was a model agent in France. And I don't know if you want to tie this into Candace Owens, Brigitte Macron, everybody they know is a pedophile case. I don't know. I'm not going to go there because I don't have any evidence of that. But Jean-Luc Brunel was a model agent out of France. And he was getting on a flight and they were investigating Jeffrey Epstein in France. And they arrested, the only person arrested was Jean-Luc Brunel.
Right.
In regards to a Jeffrey Epstein case in France. He ended up dying in a very similar way as Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know. I'm not saying Epstein didn't kill himself, but he certainly didn't kill himself.
Yeah, 100% did not. Yeah. And also, that's the other thing. Do you remember they put the footage out and it was everyone like immediately was easily able to tell it was edited?
Yes.
So guy got the microphone. It's like, yeah, dude, no shit. We're not retarded. But here's what I said also on Fight Club. I was like, here's the point they're at. They know we know they're lying. And they're like, what the fuck are you going to do about it? We're like, I guess nothing. Like, exactly.
Yeah. What power do we have?
Right. Well, there are some
all we can do is keep talking about it. That's right. All we can do. Right. And lift up those voices like Whitney Webb and Ryan Dawson that have been talking about it for decades. And, Ryan Dawson has been on this case as long as I've known who Ryan Dawson was.
Yeah.
I read James Patterson's Filthy Rich. I want to say I was in 2015 because that's when I was driving over the road. And it was shortly after that I ran into Ryan Dawson and he was talking about all these characters, and I don't know, man, like, is it an excuse for Alan Dershowitz to say, well, I never took off my underwear? Like, is that really an excuse? Like to have a 16, 17-year-old girl like that has been molested since she was 14 years old, freaking massaging you? I don't know. Maybe you're subliminally on the peripheral of this whole fucking, scandal. But at the same time, you deserve what you get, dude.
I'm 38. You ever have a conversation with an 18-year-old chick? You're like, what? Get away from me. And they're 18.
Yeah, and then imagine
you're
doing that with a 14-year-old or a 16.
It's crazy to me.
Nuts.
Like,
I mean, there have been reports that Jean-Luc Brunel delivered 3 triplets at 12 years old to Jeffrey Epstein for his birthday one year.
That's wild. Even
12
those emails,
years old. 12 years old. You're not talking to these girls.
Of course not. Those Obama emails with the cheese pizzas and the hot dogs, and it's like, oh, it's just $50,000 to go. Okay,
shit's fucking
I'm not retarded,
weird.
right? Like
the whole Pizzagate scandal.
Right.
That's
real.
Something is fucking weird. It's
everyone.
Weird.
The biggest denouncers of that all have been arrested for child porn.
Hey, and go look at like Candace Owens' freaking series on Brigitte Macron being Jean Michel.
I believe it, by the way.
They're all surrounded by pedophiles.
Yeah.
It's like all my friends are pedophiles, but I'm not.
I'm not, right. Yeah, you are. Yeah. You are.
Brigitte was 40 and he was 14. Emmanuel was 14. That's weird, man. 100%. I don't give a shit. It's weird.
And we talked about this at Midnight too. We're like the discovery evidence because they're suing Candace, right, for all the slander.
Yeah,
it's
like let's go to Discovery, bitch.
Show your fucking badge then. Either way, it's hilarious. Like that you have to degrade yourself to that because you couldn't just let it go. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, because Michael has never sued anybody for saying that he had a dick.
Right. Yeah. It makes it more like guilty. Like, I still don't have one. I'm going to sue you about it. It's like, well, if you didn't, why care? Like, why would you?
Why do you give a shit? Yeah.
Right. Just be like, okay, dude.
All right. You got a heart out, brother. You got to get out of here.
Yeah. I got to get the fuck home to my wife because she'd kill me. Follow me on the former Bird app known as X now at Adam Nutter, please. And please follow our podcast. We do every Monday night live. 8:05 p.m. Eastern time, 5 till midnight. I do with the great Kyle Matova, who's been on this show a bunch of times, Sam Urban, and Luke and Typo from Biting the Bullet podcast. We talk about all culture shit, funny shit, go on to tangents. We started a Patreon tonight. It launched tonight. So we're going to do like conspiracy topics over there. We're going to do racist Mount Rushmore of best racist words, stuff like that, stuff we can't do on YouTube. So we're gonna go real hard in the paint in our Patreon, so come on out, or subscribe to our YouTube in general, and we're Spotify and all that shit.
And Adam is absolutely hilarious. Do you have a website?
No, I just my Twitter.
Dude, you got to get a website up. So
I don't care enough to keep up with it.
Yeah, but like so people can see whenever you're coming to the town near.
That's what Twitter's for, or TikTok. I have a TikTok too at the Adam Nutter. I've been posting. I've been posting some skits up there. I've been doing pretty well. So go check that out.
Definitely next time you come down here, man, you got to let me know.
Oh, for sure. I was supposed to come down there last summer.
You were supposed to come in September.
I tore my tendon in my leg and I couldn't do it. God damn. All right. I tore my patellar tendon, whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll definitely hook up next time you get down here because I can't wait to see you again. It's been a while. 2019? Was that 2019?
I think it was.
Damn.
It was before COVID. Yeah, pre-COVID. Yeah.
Yep.
Crazy.
All right. I'm gonna stop the recording. I want to ask you something.